Hello traders! Recently Pocket Option released a big new update, and in today's video I will try to briefly explain how it works, what's been added to the platform, and whether it actually improves your trading or, on the contrary, possibly drains your balance. We will test everything today, in real time. I'll show you how to work with it, and from my own experience, we'll see if it works for us or not. Please note that currently, I have a balance of $15,559. We will make a few trades and see how it all ends up. So, what has Pocket Option added new? Pocket Option has added here, and this is such a tab where we now have 3 trading modes available. These are the Classic mode, the Pro mode, and the AI Trader. If the Classic mode and Pro mode have been available for quite a long time, then the AI Trader was added literally at the end of next week, and it is specifically with it that I want to deal with in today's video. More about the trading platform itself and trading strategies you can find in my Telegram channel. There, every day I explain how the market works. We open public positions, and my personal account is also available for purchase. So join us. Returning to the AI Trader, what do we have available here in general? We can choose the number of trades. That is, you will be launching the trading bot, directly invented by Pocket Option, and this is its official proprietary trading bot. So here you can choose the number of trades that the bot will open. This could be, for example, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, in such an order. You can also set, for example, the stake amount and choose it here. It can be $10, it can be $100, all depending on your deposit. However, it is worth understanding that everything will depend on the strategy you use for trading. That is, if it is the usual classic method, it can be $100, meaning 1% risk, for example, from the balance. If it's the martingale method, then the risk should be reduced by you. But more on that later. Okay, we have figured it out. The number of trades during the launch of one session and the stake amount. This is clear. What strategies are available? We have 5 strategies available. Where do we have fixed? This is a strategy where we have a fixed stake for every trade. So, we placed 100, lost 100, or earned 92, and then again we placed 100, and constantly our stake is 100, regardless of the trade result. Martingale is a method that I personally use repeatedly in my trading system. So, it's when we put the first stake at 100, it closes in minus, and the second stake we double to 200 to cover the first loss and get into profit. And the same applies if the first is minus, the second is minus, then the third stake will be 400 to cover the previous, actually not 400. Let's put it like this. The first stake is $100, the second stake is $200. If it also doesn't work, then the third stake should already be $400 to cover the previous 2 losses and get into profit. Also, there is the anti-martingale method. Let's open it so that it is clearer for you. Here, by the way, everything is completely detailed from Pocket itself on how to use everything. That is, what I am saying is fixed. 10, again 10. Martingale 10, loss double to 20, again a loss, double to 40, again a loss, double to 80, win, profit 10. Anti-martingale. That is where each subsequent trade will double proportionally. That is, we stake 10, win. The next trade, we stake 20, win the next trade. That is, if we stake 20 and won 20, the next trade, for example, is 40, after which we lose and return to our original stake of $10. Further, we have the parley strategy. Very interesting, though I don't know how well it will work. We reinvest the profit. That is, we stake 10, earn 9, reinvest these 9 to 10, and in such a manner, further stake 19, then win, 36, loss, and return to the original stake. That is, in general, strategies here are divided into those where we try to recover, and those where we try to speed up our move to the so-called financial delight. We try to grow significantly faster than we can do in reality, to be honest. And there is also the Fibonacci system. to be honest, is not worth concentrating on because firstly, it is very difficult to understand because here, by the theory of numbers, it is necessary to calculate. Secondly, I have already tested it and did not understand at all what its interest actually is. So today we will skip it and let's start. We will open 5 trades for each strategy and just see how it works. I also want to remind you that long before Pocket Option released its own AI bot, I already had a ready AI bot based on 2 artificial intelligences used by approximately not a few thousand people and still being used today. As you understand, you can open the bot, start a trading session. The bot will start conducting it, giving you the result. The bot is opened exclusively on OTC pairs, which are usually second time frames. Works for a very long time, and more videos you can find about my personal bot in my Telegram channel and in videos on YouTube. So, we begin. What else is important to know? The Pocket Option bot trades both classic and OTC pairs, all depending on which asset you have chosen. That is, for example, we choose some asset. Let's choose a traditional one. It will be euro-dollar. Then it opens trades according to the time frame. That is, if it's a minute time frame, it will open for minutes. Let's, for example, today take a minute and classic market and see. The first strategy we have is fixed. 5 trades at $50 to understand what result we will have. 15,559 launching. Watching the result. Just observing. Aha! You see, a minute time frame. But the bot calculated that the trade needs to be taken for 3 minutes. Well, why not? Let's watch. It's artificial intelligence, and it seems to know better. So, our 5 out of 5 trades that we opened with the fixed strategy have closed. We look at the result. In closed positions, here are these 5 trades. That is in fact only 1 trade brought profit, 4 closed in loss. Everything was so on the edge, let's say. But for me, the fixed strategy will not work very well because it is in the binary options market, where deliberately, even profitability does not correlate even 1-to-1. But profit is always slightly less than the stake amount we put. This strategy, in my opinion, will not work beneficially in the long run. I also want to note that the trades opened by the bot are marked as follows. Keep this in mind. Alright, moving on to the next strategy. We understand the fixing strategy. We discard it. We don't like it, and personally for me, it seems to be not the best option. We choose the martingale strategy, the strategy that we, in principle, use every day in daily trading. I personally use this strategy quite often. Let's select an OTC asset and switch to a 1-second time frame so everything goes a bit faster and we don't drag this video out. After all, if the bot really works, it should work on any time frame. So let's see how it performs. We'll keep the trade amount the same, $50. We'll also leave the total number of trades at 5. Let's choose an OTC asset, for example Outcat, and start the bot. The bot opens a new position every 30 seconds, 5 positions in total. Let's see what result we end up with after all 5 trades are completed. Alright, the first trade closes in profit. That's a good start. The second trade is now open, and it closes at a loss. As you can see, every trade is opened on the same asset. That's actually one of the key differences between the Pocket Option bot and my own bot. My bot analyzes multiple assets simultaneously and selects the one with the highest probability at that specific moment. The Pocket Option bot simply trades a single asset, opening a position on every new candle. That raises an obvious question. Is it actually analyzing the chart, or is it simply generating random signals? Alright, this is already our 3rd or 4th trade, and it closes at a loss. The 5th trade is now open. This is effectively our final recovery attempt, and the last chance to recover the losing streak. 3. 2, 1, plus. All 5 trades have now closed. Let's calculate the result. The first trade earned $46. On the second trade, we gave back that $46 profit. Then we lost another $36. The fifth trade was our final recovery attempt, and as you can see, it actually worked. Let's wait for the final numbers. At one point, we were down by roughly $350, but in the end, we still finished with around $70 in profit, while risking only $50 per trade. That's not bad. I'd call that a profitable result. So we'll keep this strategy. The martingale strategy in the pocket option bot can actually work and produce decent results. Now let's move on to another asset, for example, out USD. We'll keep the OTC pair, the 30-second expiration, and the same trade amount. The only thing we'll change is the strategy. This time we'll switch to anti-martingale. Let's launch it. With this strategy, every winning trade doubles the next position size. So if this trade wins, the next one will be $100. If it loses, the stake returns to $50. Let's see what happens. Nice! The first trade is profitable. As you can see, the stake automatically doubles to $100. The $100 trade closes at a loss, so we're back to $50. Another loss, back to $50 again. The fourth trade also closes at a loss. The fifth trade. Actually, sorry, that was already the fifth trade, and it closes at a loss as well. In the end, we had only one winning trade, after which the bot automatically doubled our position to $100, and every trade after that was a loser. So, realistically, this turns out to be a completely losing strategy. The anti-martingale strategy simply doesn't work for us. Here's why. Let's say we start with $50 and earn $46. The next trade is automatically increased to $100. If that trade loses, it completely wipes out the profit from the previous trade and immediately puts the account into a negative balance. After that, the third trade returns to the standard $50 stake. So even if you finish a 5-trade session with 3 winning trades and only 2 losing trades, you can still end up losing money because that's simply how the math works. That's why I don't recommend using the anti-martingale strategy. At this point, the only strategy that consistently shows promising results is the classic martingale. The last strategy we'll test today is parley. I actually have high hopes for this one because the logic behind it makes sense. Instead of doubling the position after a win, it reinvests only the profit from the previous trade into the next one. In theory, that could work. Let's choose another asset. We'll test it on this currency pair. Instead of 5 trades, let's increase it to 7. Let's start. The parley strategy simply reinvests profits after every winning trade. Let's see where that leads us. The second trade is also in the red for now. 2 out of 2 in the red, while a total of 7 trades are planned according to this strategy. Also, we see that it is displayed here. The trade has an active session. You can go to the Strategy Session tab and look at how, basically, our trades are happening here, how they emerge. Here you can also stop the bot, just like here on the main panel. So, the third trade is also closing in the red, for now. Clearly, it's not working the way we would like it to. Let's watch for the fourth trade. So, well, 1 out of 4 trades is in the black. Good. So, watch closely. We earned $46 from the previous trade, we reinvested them, plus our initial $50, and entered with $96. Again, a profit, again reinvestment, now plus $88, again reinvestment. Oh, I'm already liking this. Let's see. It's possible that the parlay strategy will be much more profitable than it seems at first glance. Boom! 7 out of 7 trades closed, and let's look at the result. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades took place. Let's see. The first, minus 50, so minus 100, minus 150, then plus 46, meaning minus 104, in fact, remained on this trade. Here we also had approximately $25 left in the red after closing this trade. And here we already went into pure profit in the region of 500 bucks. That is $400 over 7 trades with a risk of 50 we earned. Not a bad strategy. I think can be used, can be tested, and continue to test and use. In fact, as I said, we are not even going to show Fibonacci strategies because I did not find any sense in it, and it is definitely not worth your attention. So, to sum up the video about pocket option innovations, namely AI trading, as you see, we have 5 modes available, and we can calmly cut 3 of these 5 modes. Which means we leave only the classic martingale, and something new for us is the parlay system, where our profit from the previous trade is reinvested into the position. Martingale is the system on which I wrote my own bot, on which my bot also operates for quite a long time already. Which means it also enters trades, re-enters trades, and achieves a profit result. Because this strategy, only this strategy can bring profit in the long run. Yes, it is a bit risky, but it's the only method that can work so steadily and bring profit each session. And something new for us is the parlay system, which is available only on the Pocket Option platform, which you can test directly on the platform itself. If we talk about the trading bot, which is better, mine or Pocket Options, I don't know. It needs testing. I won't say anything there. I can just say that the real performance of my bot, the conditions upon which my bot, which I wrote, can lead you to losses in balance. This is literally 2% out of 100, which means 98% will always be a winning session. This has already been tested by more than 1 year of work. Is AI trading available on a demo account? Let's switch to the demo account. As you see in the AI trading tab, it's not there. Which means you cannot check it on the demo account, you have to activate it all directly on the real balance. This is also an undeniable disadvantage because my bot, I repeat, gives access to test also on a demo account, which I consider a very big advantage because you can first check its work and only then test with real money. I think we went through the innovations quite conservatively, quite constructively. Here you can view the tab of all my closed trades. In principle, you can figure out in the tab how to use it on your own. So, analyze, use, compare with my product, and I look forward to your feedback on what will really work better for you. Golden on the line. See you later.